70% of the 360 bird species on Cyprus can be found at the Akrotiri salt lake. It's an ideal haven for wading birds, much of it being less than a foot deep. And along with the 800 plant species that call it home, this makes it one of the most important wetlands in the eastern Mediterranean. The lake is right in the heart of the British-controlled Western Sovereign Base area, and that status has probably helped to protect this unique resource, because building here is severely limited. Many believe without the protection of the SBA, the relentless sprawl of nearby Limassol could have overwhelmed this coastline. At Episkopi, Cyprus's last colony of griffon vultures is clinging to life. As recently as 1980, these birds were dotted all around the island. Now they can only be found at Episkopi. Again, lack of development helping them survive, but only just. But it's not just the environment of the base areas that helps the wildlife. It's the proactive approach of the locals and military personnel. The Sovereign Base Area Police are at the forefront of trying to stop the practice known as mist netting. It's illegal, and each year thousands of songbirds are killed to supply certain restaurants that sell them as a delicacy. Many birds die a slow death. Once entangled in the nets, they struggle to free themselves until they're too weak and die. And the nets are totally indiscriminate in the birds that they target.
We've got this beautiful owl here, which are very, very limited in the island and prohibited species, as well as other beautiful birds that they fly around. They are all prohibited species. It's very sad to see stuff like that, but many people get rich by catching these things.
Elsewhere, animal lives are being saved. Each year, dozens of volunteers patrol the beaches around Akrotiri and Episkopi in search of turtles. More specifically, they're looking for nesting loggerhead and green turtles and protecting the nests.
The reason we have Turtlewatch is because we had a very big decline in turtles, usually due to fishing. Over the past 20-30 years, fishing has increased in the area. We've lost a lot of turtles. Now it's trying to protect them and help them all re-establish themselves back on the beaches.
Last year, our cameras witnessed the volunteers saving a nest of turtles. The sand had become compacted, meaning the hatchlings couldn't burrow to the surface. But for the volunteers, these 31 baby turtles wouldn't have stood a chance. Even hatched and safely in the sea, they'll be very lucky to make adulthood. The caves at the Pila Range, east of Dhekelia, are one of the few homes in Cyprus for the Mediterranean horseshoe bat. Military personnel and volunteers like to keep an eye on this rare mammal, but that involves some strenuous climbing through narrow caves to their roost. It's thought this endangered bat inhabits around 8 or 9 caves here, making it a significant colony. The sovereign base areas of Cyprus are a haven for animal life, flora and fauna, aided by the dedication of military personnel and civilians who do all they can to ensure rare species can survive. Tim Cooper, Forces News, Cyprus.